Good morning. I'm just going to take a quick second here to make sure that we're all in the right place, especially me. That would be a good thing, right? We're having a steamy and hot weekend here in the Midwest, but you won't find me complaining about it. I love spring and summer. Hope you're all doing well today. Okay. Hi, everyone, and welcome. Thanks for joining us for our June 2021 virtual party. I'm sure you're all loving the new annual catalog by now, aren't you? I'll be working with a beautiful artistically inked bundle on page 97. And you can see that right here in the new annual catalog. Here's the stamps that I'll be using. And then the dies are down here. You can order the stamp set and the dies together, and you'll get a 10% discount. You can also order the entire suite called Expressions in Ink, and you get a lot of different items with that. I'll also be using, on page 131, the beautiful, gorgeous Designer Series paper. It's called Expressions in Ink, and it's a specialty Designer Series paper because it has gold pieces in it. And then the star of the show is on page 137. It's right here, these little boxes. They're called Simply Classic Treat Boxes, and you get 10 square boxes with brushed gold foil lid. Let me show you the boxes. They come in a pack of 10, like this, and you get 10 tops and 10 bottoms, and they're pretty much all ready for you to just construct. Here's the stamp set. It's called Artistically Inked, and these are the dies. Some of these dies also will coordinate with the Designer Series paper, like this one here, and some of the leaves. And these two detailed dies are absolutely gorgeous. So I'll be using the small flowers, these two small flowers today, and these leaves, and the Best Wishes. It's a cling stamp set, so you get the rubber stamps in there. And let's take a quick look at the paper. This sheet here, I only have this much left because I've been using it for classes and things, but can you see the beautiful veining in there of gold? So pretty. And this one has lots of gorgeous flowers, and this is the one that you can coordinate some of the dies with. See how pretty the leaves, the gold leaves are? They just shimmer and shine. And then there's some patterns. The flip sides of these pages don't have any of the gold in them. And then this is another one with more of a solid background with different variations of green, watercolor. And here's another one. And you can see the gold leafing in here, or the gold veining. And some more pretty flowers. And here's one with a couple of colors of darker greens with the gold. And some pretty pale papaya flowers, and the centers of these all have gold in them, along with little flecks on the white. And another pretty splash of colors in green here. And a pale papaya pattern. And last but not least, we have the white with the gold stripes on it. And of all these gorgeous colors and papers that I just showed you, I'm going to be using the stripes today. There's nothing like a nice striped paper to add a pretty accent to a project. So first of all, I'm going to bring in 2 scraps of basic white. And I have 2 of our new in colors, the Polished Pink and the Soft Succulent. And I want to show you a little tip with these. These are very, very variegated here, so you're not going to get a solid image. Some of it is lighter and some of it is darker. So I would use a light hand. Just ink it up lightly and stamp it lightly. There's no need to press hard. And then you can see, I'll show you, same thing with the little one. Just press lightly. And you can see the different variations in there. If you press real hard, you'll just get more of a solid image, and that's not going to look the same. Okay, so on the other one here, we're going to use Soft Succulent for the leaves. Same thing. Press lightly. And then we have the best wishes greeting, and we're going to stamp that on here. Okay. I'm going to use, or I have used with making this, our mini cutting machine, and it folds up nicely, and it's just so handy to have, and it works really great. So what you'll need is the base plate, which is 1, and then you'll need 2 of the clear 2 plates. So 1 goes right on top of the base plate. You'll set your little stamped images on here and line them up and run them through. So it works the same as our big cutting machine. So you would crank that through. I'm not going to do that because I don't want the camera to go crazy and make you all dizzy. So I do have some that are already cut out. I have the 2 flowers, I have the leaves, and the best wishes greeting. Let's bring in the box next. So here's the 2 pieces of the box. The top piece, what you'll find is 1 piece that's longer on the top, and it actually has the gold on the back side. So you're going to push that long piece in first, and then the 2 sides, and then the top to close it. And you can see on the inside then you have gold all the way around. And that extra big piece also, we're going to do the same thing with the bottom. The big piece in first, and then just pop it together. So that's all there is putting it together. And that extra flap in there, I think, makes it really sturdy. These boxes are really sturdy. And you set it together. It does have this little hanger on the top that you can use or you can remove. And I have a piece of the Designer Series paper that I'm going to bring in here. This piece measures 1 by 8.5. So I'm going to take and fold over about 3/4 of an inch here, just to get started. And I'll grab our Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm going to run some of that just right down the middle. And here's the front of our box here. I'll take the little flap that I folded over and center it on the back of the box. And then there's no need at all to be creasing this or measuring anything. You just fold it all the way around, and it finishes off your box, just like that. Okay, the flowers and the leaves, so you could just set these flowers and glue them on here and be done with it, but I wanted it to look a little bit more 3D. So what I'm going to do is take my thumbs in the middle and press, and I'm just going to crinkle, kind of like you crinkle around the edges when you're making a pie with a pie dough. So once that is crinkled, I'm just going to take the whole thing and just squish it up. And when you open it up, it'll look more like a real live flower. The same thing with the little one, just the same. Just crinkle it all up like that. And we'll bring in some dimensionals. I'll put 1 dimensional on the back of the big flower, and that's the regular size dimensional. And I have the smaller, the mini dimensionals, and I'm going to put 1 on the back of the small flower. And just set that in the middle. Kind of fluff it up a little bit. Okay. The leaves. What I did with the leaves to make them also more of a 3D look is I took and I folded it back. Folded the leaves back on each other. And then I took each leaf and folded the outside edge to the inside. Like that. So that when you open it up, it has a little more dimension to it. So let's take a mini glue dot and put 1 of those on the tip of the stem there and attach that to our flower. Okay. Another dimensional behind the big one. Oh, I got one there already. So we're going to pop that backing off, and we're going to set it right on the top left corner there. And this is the front of our box right here, so I put it on the top left corner of that. Next we'll take the best wishes, and the best wishes I ran through with this die, and this little die comes from the Tasteful Labels dies. And you get a whole variety of different shapes and sizes here. So it's a great die set to have. So let's flip this over. And again, I'm going to take the Stampin' Seal Plus, put a couple of strips on the back, and I'm bringing some ribbon in. And I have here, it's the Polished Pink Open Weave ribbon. And these come in all 5 of our new in colors. They're really pretty, very delicate. So we'll take about 3 or 4 inches and just fold it in half, and I'm going to stick that to the back. More dimensionals. This is going to hold it on our box. Like that. Backing off. We're just going to slide this right in here. So you still have your little hanger here. And then we'll grab some bling. Gotta have bling. So I'm going to take one of the middle size gilded gems and pop that right in the center of the flower, and that kind of draws all the gold together. So there you have it. Cute little box. I have one already finished over here that I thought a cute thing to put inside of there was the Ferrero Rocher candy. Look how perfectly it fits. And that lets you know about what size it is too. All right, I have a couple others. Once I started, I couldn't stop. So I have a couple others. I just wanted to show you the finished product and what I used. Same little box. I used the new Enriched in Friendship dies. They look like doilies. And I used these on the Designer Series paper that is called Simply Elegant. So I just layered some of the dies on here to cut out and make them look like doilies. Now let's see what we have inside of this one. In here I have a little candle. So you can fit a votive candle in here, or in this case it's a little battery operated one. And I have one more to show you. This one is for the holidays. So for this I used the new Christmas trimmings dies, and these are in the big annual catalog. So you do have holiday things that you can work with before the holiday catalog comes out. So I use these stars here. And then the paper I used is also in the big catalog, Tidings of Christmas. All kinds of pretty holiday papers in there. And I put one little star on top and the gold piece on top of that, and just added some more Designer Series paper around the edges. Added some gold, silver bling to finish it off. And inside here, I have some more crinkled paper in there, along with some nuggets and some kisses that I just added the coordinating papers to make it all fit together. So these are my 3 samples. And I also have, I'll just show you the card that I was making with the piece of paper that I forgot to, that I didn't have everything, a whole sheet to show you. So now it's time for my drawing. Let's grab the names here. And our winner is Ariana Fish. So congratulations, Ariana. And be watching for some happy mail coming your way. If you have any questions about this project, just ask in the comments below this post. If you want to place an order, please contact your demonstrator who invited you to join us today. And next up today is Paula Clevenger at 10:15. Thanks so much for watching.